tell me more about the lines you have right now. Like you mentioned, Fonseca, Casa Magna, and what you have made as the Heisenberg here for tonight.
Well, the Casa Magna is a Nicaraguan puro that was started in 2007, I'm sorry. And thankfully, it got a very good rating in 2008. It was named the #1 cigar of the year by Cigar Aficionado. And that gave us a big boost in recognition immediately. It is, as I said, a Nicaraguan puro, has a blend that's very amenable, very rich, has a high level of intensity in the palate, and is able to give you sensations in different stages of the cigar. So it's been a very successful and a very good pleasure delivering system for the cigar smoke. Now, the Fonseca is our oldest line and has always been a mild cigar. 10 years ago, we started developing new blends for the Fonseca, and we went to the higher levels of intensity. And we all of a sudden realized last year that that middle ground between mild and a little more intense was missing. So we developed the Exclusivo to give you a lot of flavor, but an intensity of perception in the palate that's a little more than the classic, but not as high as the Casa Magna or higher intensity Fonsecas. So it's a very pleasant cigar that will satisfy anywhere from a novice to a seasoned smoker. Heisenberg is a blend that, in discussions that we had in the factory, there's a trend that everybody wants to know what the farm and the framing and the wrapper and the country, and we said, why don't we make a cigar? You don't tell anybody what it has. Nobody knows what the blend is, and the purpose of the cigar is enjoy. You like it, fine. You don't like it, fine. But the purpose is not to know what the components or where it comes from. It's whether you like it or you don't like it. And Heisenberg is embrace uncertainty. I don't know what it is, I'm going to try it. And that's the principle behind Heisenberg. It's a Dominican puro, and it's a blend that has a lot of flavor, but also a level of intensity that will tell you you're smoking a cigar.
And how does that tie into the Tobacco Plaza TB40Q, which is the Heisenberg?
The Heisenberg was developed and designed for small formats, and the owner of Tobacco Plaza, my dear friend Mr. Holman, he smokes big ring gauges. So Manny Quesada came to us and said, I want a Heisenberg made exclusively for Tobacco Plaza, so Marshall can have a thick ring gauge. So we developed the TP40, which is a 56 at the mouthpiece and a 62 at the tuck end, 65, I'm sorry. And in so developing, we said, why don't we box press half of them and leave the other half round? It's embrace uncertainty once again. What's going to be are you going to like the box press or are you going to like the round one? Let's give them a try on both ends, and that's where the TP40 came. The Tres Reinas is a Nicaraguan cigar, a project that my two daughters and Pepin Garcia's from my father, Yanni, his daughter, the three of them got together and developed the blend and the packaging for the Tres Reinas. Limited edition once a year. This is going to be the second year, and it's something that they developed, and we're very proud of it because it's women that are in the industry, and they're not just showpieces. They are working with tobacco in farms, in the factory, in the floor, and they have vast knowledge of blending and of tobacco. And this is the result of all that knowledge of three women who are young and are working their way to become an established, as I and others in my age group have been around forever, and we're sort of the group that's opening up the road for the young ones now. The Oktoberfest is a cigar that we blended specifically for the Oktoberfest celebration with the Marzen style beers. And it was blended and designed for that style of beers. And this is the third year, and we sell out every year. And it's just a celebration of cigars with beers, which was something that people always said, well, cigars don't go well with beers or wine. and we decided to prove everybody wrong by saying we can't make a cigar that goes very well with a style of beer. And Oktoberfest has done that for the last 3 years, and it sells out every year, thank God, and thanks to the smokers as well.
Out of all these projects that you have done over the years, what is kind of the one that you endear the most, and what out of your job excites you the most of getting up every day?
Well, that's like saying who's your favorite son or daughter, and that's a question that parents usually do not answer. They're all my children, and I enjoy them all. I do have a go-to shape, which is a bellicoso. And every one of those has a bellicoso, so I do enjoy the bellicoso size in all these projects that we talked about tonight. And what wakes me up every morning is a challenge to make something that will produce pleasure in the people that enjoy our products. That is a satisfaction that really, really goes deep in your heart and wakes you up every morning saying, somebody out there smoking one of our cigars, and we better have done a good job so he's having a good time.
Thank you very much for the interview. It was very informative and really great. Any websites that you were promoting at the time? Besides coming to Tackle Plaza?
Imports.com and the Matassa.com as well. It's informative. It's not a selling website. It just shows you what we do in sizes and shapes and so on.
Very good.
Those two give you an idea of who we are.
Excellent. So is there anything else up and coming?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, there's a project coming for next year that there'll be information being released very soon.
All right, so I'll keep in touch with Danny and Randy, and as soon as they know, hopefully I'll know.
And I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you.
Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you.
Appreciate it.